Hi, everybody. How you doing? It's me, R G Jubilee. I know I haven't been on for a while because I've been busy working around the clock to complete the movie I just uploaded. Spotty the Fish in the Unseen World, the old 1970s story, finally animated after 50 years. So all my big stuff winds up in the Unseen World for the first time and gets to see all the new characters. Later on, that's where embryo originally came from, was the unseen world. But it was a pathway to Jupiter, which when you go to the unseen world, there was a space thing. How many of you seen the movie I just uploaded? Oh, look, how you doing? My animatronic friend is over there. Hello. Hi, everybody. How you doing? Hey, I remember you. You like the last few videos? How many of you see my new video? Spotty the Fish in the Unseen World with big stuff. You did? Okay. Do you like it? It was funny, wasn't it? Hi. You're the gamer. Yeah, I know. I see you. How you doing? What does it say? Yeah, I see. Hold on. I gotta put my glasses on because the words is hard to see. Okay, see the words better. I can't read the small words with the other glasses, and when I go too far away, everything that I'm doing is blurry. So it's like, yeah, two different glasses I have to use. I'm sorry. Let's see. CEC collector. That's a Chunky Cheese collector. Hello. And F Nerf for the Infinite Gamer. Hi, I see him. Your live streams are the best. Oh, thank you. I appreciate your good compliment. And I like the good word. I'm here to encourage everybody, make people feel happy during this crazy pandemic. When is this quarantine ever going to end, huh? If people would by the rules of keeping their faces covered up, the virus wouldn't be spreading around as bad as it's doing again. I mean, I want to open everybody up and have everybody have fun and get their life back, but the virus will keep continuing if you keep yourself exposed. You got to keep yourself protected, everybody. Make sure you keep your face covered and your hands covered. Use hand sanitizer. I pray that nobody gets sick from this stuff because it's really bad. I know. I hate the pandemic too. I haven't went to any stores. I miss going out to the stores. I was so bad. I'm kind of sad because during the pandemic was the celebration of the Apollo 13. And I was wanted to go out and get magazines and stuff. I'm sure they came out with magazines and things. I didn't get anything because I couldn't get to the stores. There was no way to travel. The stores were open. And there's no way for me to get magazines. And I don't know. It's too late now. Now again, I'm missed out. And I'm like, ooh. I wish I could find. I've been asking everybody if anybody has any old magazines, if they got anything. I've been asking all my friends. I'd be very happy if somebody would find one for me. I look for everything on my boys, you know. I especially think to have pictures of Sex Swag and Jim Lobo and Fred Hayes. This is my original. Oops, this is my original picture from way back in the 70s, 1970, that is. We can see your showbiz amateurs. Oh, you like those? Weren't they fun? The showbiz animatronics. You want to see them? I gotta pick up the computer to show you it. But you know what it is? It's attached to something. Hold on. And it's on top of the other thing. Hello, everybody. I come a little closer. Try to unwire the wire here. There's something else on top of it, but I can't really show it to you because I can't really get there. But if you can see that, a whole bunch of stuff. I'm in the middle of cleaning up, as you can see. This house needs to be reorganized. I've been digging, but up there I have all my some of my animatronics and stuff. And it's hard for me to really get up there and show you everything right now because everything's all up on top. And I have to set it. I have to do a special show for all that. Take everything down and set it up and figure out how to film it all. It's very hard to do it on this computer thingy. The other one that I had doesn't work. The other camera I can't find. I have a beautiful camera that takes beautiful pictures, can do all kinds of video, but you can't. It only takes the 2 GB SD cards, and I don't make 2 GB SD cards anymore. So what good is having a camera that works so good, but you can't use? You don't have no more cards to use it with. Technology keeps changing, and I don't have money to buy new stuff. So I had to do what I got. The other computer I had that has a better picture, and I can move it around a little better. Its microphone goes like all the other videos, all fuzzy. You can't hear what I'm saying. Nope, this is all I got. I'm sorry. Yeah, for the let's see. Let's see. I gotta use the other glass. I can't read what you're writing. Hold on. When you get older, you have to use eyeglasses. Oh, I had to go. I went to the dentist finally to have another fitting for my teeth. I hopefully get these teeth soon so I can smile. Because I don't like smiling without no teeth. It also makes it hard for me to pronounce words. Sometimes when I'm doing my cartoons, I'm saying one word and it sounds like something else, and it's not the word I said. And it's like, And sometimes I can't change it because then if I don't change it, I'll mess up the whole movie. And then that's what happens sometimes. Let's see. What is the website to find Chuck E. Cheese animatronics? Which Chuck E. Cheese animatronics are you talking about? The actual animatronics themselves, the professional ones, or the ones that I make? And I don't like, I make mostly Rocket Fire Explosion and Showbiz, which is Rocket Fire Explosion. Yes. What's yes? My animatronics, just go to my R G Jubilee channel. And here's the URL. You just go to YouTube/C/RG Jubilee, and it will come right to my website, right to my page on the YouTube channel. And then you'll see all my animatronics that I designed and made. I'll show you how I make that Chuck E. Cheese doll that I showed you on the previous video. Step by step, how you could build your own. I show you exactly how to make one on that. It's 5 parts now. It's not just one part. I had to do it in 5 parts. And I had to animate myself as an avatar. And I did it with photographs. Because at that time, I didn't have this computer to talk. And only through the other computer, you were able to understand what I said. Only through my animation program. So I had to animate myself talking so you understood what I was saying. At the very end, I did videotape myself showing the doll in motion. But as you notice, you would hear the distortion of what I was trying to talk, how bad that other computer was. I am sorry, that was the microphone in that computer. Have you ever heard of a computer that when you put an external mic in it, the internal mic doesn't shut off no matter what you do? So I had the internal mic that never shut off, that was all fuzzy, interfering with the other mic. And when I did it too loud, it would go, it was like, my ears. It was all messed up, the audio. I don't know what's wrong with that. That's because it's old, you know. It's old. I got to get new stuff. They keep changing the program engine. I go from Windows XP to Windows 7 to 10. You know, it's like, now my cartoon and my software probably won't work on Windows 10. And the Windows 10 computers are totally different function than what I'm used to working. Once I get comfortable figuring out how to work, they change it. It's like, same thing with the websites. It drives me crazy. It does not drive me crazy. Why can't they just leave everything alone? Why they gotta drive us people crazy? They want us to keep buying stuff. People don't realize that people don't got money to keep buying stuff. Unfortunately, I'm not one of those money. I barely have enough to get by. That's why it takes me a long time to make something because I have to wait months and months and months, save up this, save up that. I have to pay all my bills, whatever little money is over. I try to save something. Now I try to save something. Something comes up and I got to use the money for something else. Then I got to wait again and save. That's what happening. That's why it's hard to get new computers and stuff. But I make do. I make do with what I got. I'm blessed. I'm happy. As long as I'm happy. I got my boys. I got my big stuff. I got my cartoons. I'm happy. I got my animatronics I can make, but I can't make any more right now because I don't have the money to buy any more servo motors. I got some more projects I want to work on, but and there's no money in it. Nobody wants to. I was going to sell the things. Aaron has a couple of my items for sale. I know they're pricey. The reason why they're pricey is because he needs to get commission. I had to pay permission for the copyright. All that excess pricing on it has to do with what Aaron wants to give me the permission to sell them. And then I have to worry about what it costs me to make them and what it costs to ship them because he and I, we split the shipping in half. By the end, I hardly make any pennies on it. And it's not worth all the work. So whatever he has for sale, what's left, it doesn't matter. I know it's too much money. I don't have any more. I was hoping to make money on that deal, but I just barely made back the money it cost me to make the stuff. And some of the stuff didn't sell yet, so it's like I lost out a lot of money. The Munchies make believe band. Let me see what you're saying. What is the website to find Chuck E. Cheese's animatronics? Give me yes. The Munchies make believe band. I don't know the website, but you could just look it up on YouTube. Just type in Munchies animatronic make believe band, and it'll come up. Or just type in animatronics. It will bring you right to that. They'll also bring you to Showbiz Pizza Place animatronics. Anything on Chuck E. Cheese, you just type it in on YouTube and find it. That's how I find my stuff. When I want to look at stuff for my Apollo 13 astronauts, I just type in Apollo 13 and it comes up to all the stuff, and I find a whole bunch of stuff. So that's how you can find that stuff. That's how I found it. Actually, I found all the Chuck E. Cheese videos when I was looking up animatronics, how to make an animatronic. I wanted to learn how to make them in the beginning and where you get the motors and stuff. And then I started finding Chuck E. Cheese videos, and I was looking at the Chuck E. Cheese videos, and I remembered that from when I was in New York. They had a Chuck E. Cheese, and then I found the Showbiz Pizza Place. Now I was in New York when Showbiz Pizza Place was big, and I always wanted to go there, but it was all the way out in New Jersey, and there was nothing there where I lived, and I had no way of transportation to get there or money to go there and go. I wanted to go so bad, but nobody wanted to drive me. And I never really got to see them in person until I met Aaron in person. And I saw them, but I didn't really see them in motion. We were busy. I was busy showing them the dolls and having the time to actually see a show. But he said that next time I go there, he'll perform a show for me. But I see it on YouTube. You can see all the shows on YouTube, so it's fun. It's wonderful. It's nice to be a friend of Aaron. He's a nice guy. He's been working hard. He actually hurt his knee, and he's still recuperating from it, but he's getting better. And I'm glad that he's getting better. Hi, Aaron. If you see my video, this goes out to you. The best animatronic designer in the world. Actually, your animatronics are better than Disney's, especially right now. What Disney has in Disneyland, they're just mechanical things that just keep moving, and they project faces on them. They don't even make the animatronics like they used to. There's only a few of the ones they still have that really move. The old ones that they still got going, but most of them are just things that are just constantly moving, similar to what I got going on back here with this little music in the background. It's just motorized. It does the same motion over and over again. And I have a projected face on it. Big deal. That's not animatronic to me. That's mechanical. The difference between animatronic and mechanical. This is mechanical. A constant movement that just keeps going continuously. Or stops and then goes and does continuously, and then it stops and then it goes and it goes. Just keeps doing the same thing. And then if there's another motor, then it will go like this, and it'll stop and go, and then another motor. Like the way my mechanical animatronic Paul the Ting Doll. Now, the reason why I call those animatronics is I do control them in synchronization with the music. But I guess that would be considered animatronic too, but a cheaper version. Then I don't think they're not. They may have some pistons in them and all move to keep moving and go, but they're following a certain same cycle movement. They're not really the last ones I seen though. That's what I seen. There was hardly no animation anymore like they used to have. It seems like a lot of the animatronics they don't do as detailed as they used to. Last time I went to Disney World a long time ago, when they took out the Figment. Journey into Imagination and destroyed that ride, made that small bird. That was the enemy going to Disney World. I'm going to spend money to go there. I wanted to see that. That's the reason why I went there. I get to see that ride. It wasn't there anymore. So the things I like are all not there anymore. So I went on some of the other rides. Half the things were broken. And they weren't even hardly moving. Then when I went to Splash Mountain, and Bear Rabbit's eyeballs will go whoop. And the bike got stuck in the middle. They need help. Hope being during the pandemic they fixed all that stuff. I know it takes a lot of maintenance to keep everything going. I understand that. I had more occasionally. I had to fix these guys back here too. Things break down. You got to fix them. Mechanical things always take maintenance. You like my video, Jen and Phil, just for kids? Oh, thank you. I made that video. See, I know Jen and Phil. They're my friends. They come to my church every now and then. They gave me the permission to use their song, so I have no problem with the copyright on that. I just got that program called Crazy Talk animated a year when I made that. And I was just learning the program. A lot of people do say bad things, used to say bad things, give me bad emails about why, because the mouth was wide open and all. Because the only pictures I had of them were smiling pictures. They were like, smiling, I had teeth. And the mouth was too wide open and they were closed all the way. And I didn't have pictures of them with the mouth closed all the way, so I was able to make the face look better. I only had this one picture that I had to figure out how to animate it. And that was the best way I was able to animate it. Then I used some of the scenes from my Quest movie that I was working on at the time with the lion and everything that was wrong. Begin workings of Quest to see how I did that video to test out how the Quest characters would move with that program and how I could get animation. Because at that time, that was the only way I was able to do animation. Because the other camera that I used to do my stop action animation with broke down. All those stop action movies that I did, I don't make VHS tapes anymore. And the camera was on its way out, and I hate when things break down. You can't stop it from your production. I hate when that happens, and then you can't buy stuff anymore, fix things. And what you gonna do? Then you gotta learn the new thing. First, get the money up to get the new thing, and it takes time. You waste so much time with that nonsense, don't you? And that's what happens. Let me see. Toby Wooby. Favorite gamer. You have to be 13 to have a YouTube account without political control. Perino? I don't know what this means. What's that word mean? I'm dyslexic. I'm sorry. I apologize. I have a hard time reading. And plus my eyesight, so I have to use two different kinds of glasses here. So that's why I'm squinting close to the computer to try to read these things. Hello. So I'm not being able to put my face in your face. Hello. I'm being funny. I'm going to make everybody laugh. I mean, parents? Oh, Yeah, maybe you do. I don't know about that. See, I don't know about the guideline. All I know is that I am 61, so I got no problem. But you can. I guess you could have an account. You just gotta keep it clean. That's all. I don't. I don't see you have to be that age. You do? All right. I don't know. They keep changing guidelines all the time, so I never heard of that until now. You just let me know. I didn't know about that. See, I was doing YouTube for almost 10 years now. So um, let's see. Mm, let's see. How does rocket fire look in Wait, how does the how does this bug on there? Stupid flies are flying around. I couldn't read it. How does the rock of fire look in person? Oh, they look wonderful. They're life size. They're big. I mean, I, one thing about when I went there and I saw Aaron, I was like, whoa, I was shocked. Whoa, look at that. I was like shocked. So I'm up on the stage. Actually, they're wonderful. They're nice. Aaron keeps them in good condition. Of course, he's the designer. He knows how to fix them and keep them working and functioning. One thing I get a kick out, Ralph the Wolf. I like the way when I made Ralph the Wolf. I love the way they make his little toesies. So I got to see it up close and personal. His toes are so cute. Here, take a look at his toes. How cute they are. He got cute toesies. I said I like his toesies. And Aaron looked at me and Aaron laughed. Yeah. They do a nice job of making them. It's kind of cool to see them in person. I was amazed to see how beautiful. I'd love to see them move. Next time I go, I gotta see a show. Because I was too busy showing all the toys. I overwhelmed Aaron with all the stuff I had to show him that I made. You can see all the animatronics on YouTube that I put up. Actually, Aaron made some videos of the animatronics I gave him that he was selling for me. Some of them I think sold already, but some of them are still there. Do you have to be? Wait, see. Do you have to be? Wait a minute. Do you have to be to watch your live stream? Do you have to be to watch your live stream? I'm reading what you're saying. Do you have to be to watch your live stream? I read favorite gamer F nerf favorite infinite gamer. What do you mean by that? Because I don't understand. I'm reading it. I'm reading it to what you wrote. And then you also said you were born in 1959, right? Yep, I was. Hi, you do good math. Yep, that's right. 1959. That was my birthday year. January 9th, 1959. Ever thought of pitching to Disney Studios? I would have liked to go to Disney Studios when I was younger. I wanted to bring my animated cartoons there and show what I had to show and everything. But I never had the opportunity to do that. You had to be a certain at that time. It has so many different disciplines. You needed money, and money was the thing I didn't have. And that's what stopped me. I had no way really to. You had to know the right connections, and I didn't know anybody in New York to help me out to do that. And it was hard. I wanted to do that. My dream was to get my Apollo 13 cartoons when I was 11 years old, when I first designed them, as a TV series, as a cartoon series. Oh, gotta change these glasses. When I sit back, I can't see. I gotta put these on. I gotta see everything blurry. And it was hard when I grew up as a child. When I was young, in my age, in my days, the time when I was born, nobody knew what dyslexia was. They all thought there was something wrong with my head or was schizophrenic, and I would just act out my cartoons. I wanted to do animation so bad. I wanted to bring big stuff to life so bad that I would just sit in my room by myself, make up the story. That animation. Did you see the animation I just made of the new movie? Big stuff. Spotty the Fish in the Unseen World, the Polo Teen cartoon. This cartoon, this series, this is what I did in 1970 with big stuff. There was, if I were able to animate when I was 11 years old, all the stories that were in this series, I would have thousands of DVDs like this. Because I used to do a story in the morning, a story in the afternoon, and a story in the evening. I used to act them out. I used to sit in my room with I put all my pictures around me of big stuff and all my other camera. As a little kid, I didn't have an audience, so I made up my own audience. And I had my original big stuff picture this here, and I would act out the story as I'm looking at the picture, and I would do the story, and I would make up the story, and I would make up the animals and everything that I learned in science. I always liked to learn science and all, and that's why a lot of that show has a lot of science in it. And everything I learned, I put into a big stuff show. As I learned science, I made the show about it in the big stuff show, and I added it to this place called the Unseen World. And picture a world that you can walk right into, and there's all science all around you. You don't have to worry about breathing under the water, going into space. You don't have to worry about. There's nothing stopping you from getting right into science. You can be small as an animal, go down into the gobbledygook, go inside the cell, travel through the DNA, go through the nucleus, all kinds of science. It's awesome. Go watch a flower grow, and whatever happens slow, go fast. Watch a drop of water drip in the water, and it goes slow motion. That's the thing that Biggie keeps falling into, a slow motion of that. Have a alien guy making these silly eclipses, or then traveling through space and getting stretched in different time zones. It's a kind of awesome kind of thing. That's what I did when I was a kid. I mean, you just act out these stories, the big stuff, and go, oh no, where am I going this time now? Oh no, come on, Buzz to me. Don't drop me in any more flowers, please. Okay. Drop me in the flowers. They go to the drippity drop, and then you shut out the volcano. Yes, I used to do. I used to act out my stories. That's how I brought my cartoon to life. Then I drew them out and illustrated them and made books. And that's how I remember most of them, I guess. Whatever, what's in my memory, Spotty the Fish. This is the Unseen World B. This is Super Frog. This is Eclipsio. This is the Unseen World Global. And of course, we all know who that is. Jack Swigert, the big stuff. Yep. And that's how we get into the Unseen World. It was a kind of fun thing. So if you didn't see the movie, go see it. I bought an animatronic. Oh, hello. Which animatronic did you buy? Rainstorm Mario. Apologize. I'm being funny, I know. I can see it now. I can see now. I got different glasses. Do I make you laugh, everybody? I hope I am. I hope I'm cheering you all up during this pandemic, because that's the reason why I do these videos, to make you feel happy. I like to be silly with all of you. We're here to have a good time. The Lord's given us laughter. Laughter working good like a medicine. Laughter is what keeps you healthy. Laughter is what keeps you going. You guys feel like a little kid again. That's the way you do it. Poppy Pal from the Looney Tunes review. Oh, okay. I haven't really so pooply poo. That sounds nice. I like to see what that one looks like. That's kind of cute. Is that a new animatronic that just came out now? Or is that an old antique one that they don't make anymore? I got a whole lot of animatronic toys. Maybe one show, I pull a whole bunch of them and show you them all move. Would you like to see that? The toys that I collected along the years. I got so many of those, so many hundreds. And I'm always there fixing some of them too. After so many years, they break down. You gotta take them apart and fix them. What age? Wait. No favorite gamer. What age you have to be to watch your live stream? Oh, anybody can watch this live stream. The only reason why I say that is because if I don't say that, I won't be able to get you guys to talk to me. There will be all comments will be cut off, and I won't know if anybody liked my videos or not. But sometimes I do say some personal things, and I would mention it in the beginning of the video. But this video tonight is for everybody. This is a family friendly one. But maybe the next one I come up is going to be a little serious. Because there's, other than the pandemic going on around the world, there is a pandemic that's causing, this is aggravating the Lord, and why we're having all this trouble in the first place. And it's going to be a serious one. And that one would have to be an older audience. Somebody can understand it. But I guess from 14 on is for that one, the one I'm going to put up. I will let people know. But I'm deciding when I'm going to do that one. And I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I've got to plan that one out. And I'll let you know. I'll give you a heads up when that one comes out. It will be mentioned in the title, the subject matter, what it is, and you would know if it's for kids or not. What do you have? What do I have for breakfast? That's a good question. I make all kinds of stuff for breakfast. Well, I have a nice cup of coffee. Sometimes I make oatmeal. Sometimes I would have, believe it or not, one morning I was craving s'mores. I made a s'more. Sometimes I have a mango, avocado. I love avocados. Don't you like avocados? I love avocados. I'm a fruit person. I like all kinds of fruit. Banana. I like making a banana sandwich. Peanut butter and jelly sandwich is always the favorite. Sometimes when I don't eat early and I eat later, I'm almost close to lunch. I do a peanut butter and jelly. Things like that. Most of the time when I wake up, I have to feed all my animals first. My 2 cats, my dog, my frogs, my mice, and turtles. You watch 2 of my live streams? Okay. You like them? Hi, Dreamer. Dreamer? I'm doing good. Hi, Dreamer. Hi, Dreamer. No, it's from the 80s? Okay. It must be nice. A lot of those toys are probably worth money from the 80s. We still got them working. I collect a whole bunch of stuff too. I'm also good at fixing things too when they break down. I have a lot of things I restored. My favorite was Teddy Ruxpin and Grubby. How many of you like Teddy Ruxpin and Grubby? They were the first animatronic toys, the real animatronic toys that first came out. And then from that, they started making all those other kinds. These glasses get blurry, and I gotta use these glasses. Now I gotta use these glasses. Somebody wrote to me. I need a pair of new eyes, Lord. So I don't do this. Let's see. If you ever have a chance to, RG, look up Gadget's restaurant to see him perform. He's the skunk that plays piano. Oh, okay. I like to see that. Where is that located? Is that on YouTube? I have to restore him. He needs new valves, and I have to retube him. Oh, so you have a real animatronic. You're not talking about, cheapo toy. You're talking about something that's real. I would love to have a real animatronic. Or even just a skeleton of one that does. If that doesn't have to be just to have it, the mechanism. Because I would like to make an animatronic in my big stuff so you can perform and talk. I have ones I made already, but they're mechanical mode. They move the head back like this about moves and the arms go up in them. Did you see the video I made of my animatronic ones? But all that moves is the head and the arms like that and the mouth. I want a nice real moving, with the valves and all. I could build one, but I don't got the money. It takes so much money. you need about $6,000 to make one of those things. No more. No more than 6,000. Yeah, maybe maybe $6,000 to buy this, just to buy the parts to make one. That's not making it. That's buying the valves and the actuators and the tubing, and you know how expensive that stuff is. Then you got the control system you have to pay for. And that's probably another couple of $1,000, and too expensive. You probably, and then you need the fabrics and the stuff that you use to build the shell, and where you're making with the latex and building it, and make it. To make something like that, you need at least $60,000 at least to make it. And the time to take it probably take you about a year to build one. So you need the tools. You have to buy the tools to do it too. You got soldering irons and welding irons. You got to get steel metal rods. That's a lot of money to make it. You have to buy a. You got to go bye-bye? Okay. Well, enjoy. Have a good day. Do I curse in my live stream? No, I never curse. That is one thing I do not like. I wouldn't say you will never see bad words in my videos. I'm a Christian, so I will not do that. I say all good things, all things that are joy, give glory to God. You will never hear a curse word in my cartoons or nothing. Also, you will never see big stuff, Jack Swigert, Fred Hayes say anything cursing either, or do anything out of the ordinary that astronauts don't do, like they did in that movie. That was not my Apollo 13 astronauts. They made their personalities all wrong. They ruined them. The movie was pretty good, but what they did to the astronauts, that was not their personality. They were the happy, joyful, happy-go-lucky astronauts that I did in my cartoon. It's just that in my cartoon, the only thing I did that was different is because it's a cartoon, I upped the humor. See, Jack Swigert, he wasn't supposed to be on that team. He was the replacement of Kim Manley, because Kim Manley was exposed for German measles. So he was just a last-minute replacement. So he was the one who was the last-minute replacement. And the reason why he was the astronaut who had the right stuff. And he was the tourist astronaut. That's where the name Big Stuff comes from. Oh, yeah. I want to tell you something about the name Big Stuff that I named the astronaut. I realized one day remember I told you a song came out called Mr. Big Stuff? And I said, a week later, I heard the song and I woke up and I'm on what? It wasn't a week later. It was a year later. I got the picture of Jack Swigert. Apollo 13 mission happened a year ago before the song came out. And I decided to call him Mr. Big Stuff. Well, actually, he was never called Mr. Big Stuff. He was called Big Stuff because he was the biggest astronaut. He was nicknamed, if you really hear some of the original audios of Apollo 13, and if you have the original footage, which I do have, they call him Big Jack. Also, they call him Big Swig or Big Swag, because Swagger is his name. And I didn't know swag. And then lately I've been hearing It's a lot of swag. And I'm laughing because it's like another thing with big stuff. I go, what? Why is people saying swag? What's swag now? That's swag. That's my astronaut. And then people, and I asked them, what's swag? Oh, and people told me it was merchandising on something. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I got a lot of swag. See? That's just being funny, but all I know is that the song came out a year after I made and called him Big Stuff. Here I am asleep in my bed. And my sister was alive and she was living in the same room with me. We were in New York at that time. And of course, I had my Big Stuff picture next to me. I always have him next to me. And this picture's been with me since before 50 years. And I was like, I had it next to me, and I'm sleeping, right? And I wake up. That's actually one of the first things to see when I woke up in the morning when I was a kid, you know. And I looked at his face, and I looked at him. I'm hearing the song, Mr. Big Stuff, tell me, who do you? And I'm looking at the picture, the expression on his face that makes me laugh all the time. And I listened to the song, and that's my cartoon, Mr. And I said, I think about my astronaut. And I'm like, duh, what's going on here? Am I awake? Am I still asleep? Am I dreaming? That's funny. So it was a year later. That's funny. Poppy wasn't nearly 6K. I have to restore him. He needs a new valve, and I'll have to retrieve him. I'm reading some people's emails right now. Message rejected, restricted. Virginia Charles. I don't know what that means. Oh, retired. Okay. I'm having a hard time seeing the. I guess somebody tried to write something and then they took it off. Okay. Okay. Well, I was here to say hi. I just wanted to know if anybody saw my new video that I put up. That's why you haven't seen me for a while, because I was working on this movie. And it took me about a month to make. And it's about 45 minutes long. It's the first full-length 2D animated cartoon. I made it in a 2D effect that I did on computer. I might need to head out. Okay. Have a good day. Enjoy. Nice spend time with you. You have a good day too. Goodbye. Okay. Anybody have any more questions for me? Anything you want me to do in my next video? Let's see what I can do. You know, right now I'm gonna be spending some time cleaning this house up. I have a lot of boxes and stuff to go through. I'm trying to find stuff. As you look at my house, there's stuff all over the place. I'm organizing things. I'm in the middle of cleaning up. I have all this time. I don't know when we're gonna finish the pandemic, but I've been redoing the house, going through stuff. I'll be reliving my old childhood memories. I try to find all my Apollo 13 stuff that I had when I was a kid. And I've come across a whole bunch of stuff. I found a lot of good things. You know, it's fun to go back in the past. It's fun to go clean up and see what treasures you have hidden that haven't been there for a while. And you go and just, oh, that's what you are. I forgot I had this. Ooh, yeah, I could use it. It's like, it's like going treasure hunting. Go treasure hunting in my own garage. Bring back memories. So you can have fun while you clean. It's a lot of fun to do that. That's what I've been doing. I gotta go do that now, and then I gotta finish off the other cartoon, the Apollo 50th year anniversary that I was working on. And I found the footage that I need to complete the right editing that. The guys, as you remember, if you've seen that video, they wound up in this machine that Jim created that brings them back into time of the history of the cartoons of the Apollo team, which celebrates the 50th year, where they went from 2D to 3D to all different kinds of animation in all different places and talks about all the stories. I finally found the things I need to complete that in the right order. And now I have to finish off some footage of how to get them out from inside the machine back to where they started. And I'm redoing the rest of that part of that to finish that off. And who knows, may journey some more places with our boys. I don't know if anybody saw this movie. Nobody said anything. I just wanted to stop. I just put this movie up prior to this video. Take a look at it. It's kind of funny. It's big stuffy. Like I was saying, Jack Swigert, he got stuck with all the things that happened to him in the mission. He got stuck with the spacecraft that blew up. he got called to go to the moon. The last 2 days he had to work to get out. But the astronauts also, before they go into space, have to go through a lot of endurance tests. And a lot of times endurance tests could be, that's how you know you're a good athlete. You can withstand anything. And what makes the cartoon funny on Big Stuff is that when you're looking at a Big Stuff cartoon, you don't know what's going to happen to this guy next. That's what makes the cartoon funny. And I think that's what brought the cartoon to life and kept it going for these 50 years. Yeah, it's my boys. Yeah, the cartoon is. And plus I got to meet Jim and Hayes over here in person. I wish I was able to meet the real Big Stuff. That I didn't know he passed on the year after I made alignment. But one thing I would say is that Big Stuff, Jack Swigert, the astronaut, he always be around in my cartoons. He's Big Stuff. He's the astronaut that deserves a lot more credit than they gave him in that movie. If it wasn't for this guy being a replacement astronaut, Jim and Hayes would have never got home. People don't know that part of the Apollo 13 story. Nobody gives this guy credit because he was the last minute replacement. The reason why he was able to do it in 2 days to go to the moon because he was well trained. He was supposed to go on Apollo 14 originally. He's the one who wrote a book. He was writing a book. What if, during the Apollo 11, he was also in the backup crew of Apollo 11 too. In case of emergency or something, he was always there. He wrote a book on what to do if there was a disaster in space. If they had something happened wrong with the spacecraft, how to get back home. He actually the Lord gave him the wisdom to write this book and all this information. He wrote it as a textbook, as a good information guide. He studied all the systems of the command module. He knew the command module inside and out. The people don't know what a command module is. For those that don't know about the astronauts, this here thing that he has in here is the command module. The top part is the actual command module. That's part of it from here to the top. And the bottom part is the service module. It was in the service module where the oxygen tank blew up. Everybody knows this spiral-looking one, which is called the LEM. That's the lunar lander. That's the one that goes on the moon with the legs and the lands. And it's got its own engine too, so it could go descend down and go back up again. And then this one here connects to the tip of this one when they rendezvous together and fly as a stack. I just had to let people know that don't know about the vehicles. Because not everybody knows that, so I just wanted to give you a little information on that. But he knew that systems inside and out in the command module, and also he was in charge of the command module. People don't realize that the command module pilot is a very important astronaut. He may not be a moonwalker like the other two were supposed to be. Jim Lobo was the captain, and Fred Hayes was the secondary, the LEM pilot. He piloted the LEM, and Jim was the first man to go out to the moonwalker. But he was a moonwalker too. He was the explorer. It was the explorer. They both were explorers. He was going to do the experiments and the exploring. Jim was going to do something. I forget what he was going to do. He was going to do some tests on the soil too. He was doing tests, and they were both exploring the moon to see what that part of the moon was. If they could find, certain kinds of soils. What's in the soil? Was there any microbes in it? Is it, was there life before there? Did the Lord plant life there in that moon? You never know, right? But as far as I know, he didn't. They didn't find nothing. But not these guys. They didn't go, but the other astronauts did. The Apollo 11, Apollo 14, 15, 16, and 17. Yeah. Not many people talk about the other ones. Apollo 12. You see, Apollo 12 is always left out. There's always Apollo 11, Apollo 13. Nobody talks much about Apollo 12. Poor little Apollo 12 astronauts are right in between the two big ones. Well, I have to say Apollo 11, Apollo 12, Apollo 13. Apollo 14, 15, 16, 17. I've been to all the Apollos. I love them. I had a good time. But he wrote that book to do. But the command module pilot is very important because he's the one that orbits around the moon when the lander lands. And when the astronauts are finished doing their job on the moon, they got to blast up. The command module is the only one that's going to go back to the Earth, the only one that has a powerful enough engine. They have to go around in the rendezvous. The LEM has to connect the top part of the LEM. This comes back. This part has another secondary engine inside. And this part of the LEM, the top part, comes off. The legs stay on the ground. The top part blasts off and connects to the top of the nose cone of the command module. And it's the command module pilot that steers the ship back home and has them connect so that the other two astronauts can get back home. That's the way to get back home. Now, during Apollo 13, of course, they didn't go on the moon. They had to use a LEM as the command module engine because the command module engine got damaged during the explosion. And, that's what happened. So Swigert knew how to work the machine and knew the capabilities of what it could do and what it can't do. He also knew the mathematics and how to measure out the consumables and how to make sure there was enough. Being this two of the fuel cells died, and I think it was 2 fuel cells. All the fuel cells of the command module died. The last one only had 15 minutes left, and they had to transfer before that died. They had to transfer all the information, the guidance to the LEM's computers. And Swigert was the first one to do all that. Actually, Swigert was the first one. This astronaut was the first one to say, Houston, we have a problem here. Then Mission Control was listening at the moment when he said that. Then Mission said, repeat that. Then Jim Lover says, we got a problem. A main B bus undervote. And then, of course, Hayes came in and said, there was a large shudder associated with the caution and warning there. See, I know my boys' words. The movie, I said those words in the movie, but they didn't say it the way the astronauts said it. It was not the same. But that's, when Swigert, when they were coming home and all the hashing static, when that was that last minute, when the astronauts did all they could do, Mission Control did all they can do, and their machinery did all it was able to do, was when they had to get rid of the LEM, they didn't have any more way to steer the ship. It was just the top part, the command module, top part, the cone part, coming back home with no way to steer. And if they came in too steep, they would have burned up. And if they came in too shallow, they would have skipped up in space. So after all the effort, the last 2 minutes of the mission, which was very important when they re-entered the atmosphere, that one last moment there was very crucial during the splashdown. The whole world got together and prayed to the Lord. The Lord's power of prayer is very strong. That's what I'm saying. It's the way to get rid of the virus. The Lord says in the scripture, if my people will humble themselves and turn from their wicked ways and seek my face and turn from their sins, I would forgive their sins, and heal the land. I'm trying to remember all the wording I have written down. But just my memory is like, I think I said it right. But see, that's the answer. We got to pray to the Lord. No, because the whole world prayed at that moment. The ship wound up getting on because the Lord's gentle touch made sure. At that time of Paul XIII, the world was for the sanctity of life. Today, not much. People pushing God away, and God is the main source of all good things. Paul XIII was at his world rescue mission. Now, as they were entering in, there was like 2 minutes past the time when it was supposed to come in through the atmosphere. People down didn't see them come through the clouds. It was 2 minutes late. And they kept radioing up. Paul XIII, this is mission control. Do you read me? And it was just going, shh. For 2 minutes they were doing that. Paul XIII, it's mission control. Do you read me? And all they heard was, shh. This time people were praying so strong. Everybody thought that the astronauts died. It was over. But joy to the world. Loud and clear on the Capcom, on the loudspeaker. There was one voice that was heard loud and clear. Jack Swigert, the big stuff. Okay, Joe! And everybody rejoiced. They came home. So, gotta give Jack the credit that he's due. Move, Doogie. My Doogie's at the top of my feet. So, that's what I wanted to say about that. You see, God made it possible for him to be there. He had the knowledge. The Lord knew the right person to be there. The Lord knows the beginning from the end. And he makes all things possible. And I guess the Lord wanted to show the world that apart from me, you can do nothing. You need me to do it. Wasn't for that power of prayer. Wasn't for the Lord picking the right person, giving the right person the wisdom to do it, having the right person to be there. See, the Lord knew about the oxygen tank problem before it happened. But Mission Control didn't listen to it. Why the tank didn't empty out. They realized there was a damage in it. These astronauts, praise the Lord, that the explosion happened when it happened. If that explosion happened closer to the Earth's ground as it was blasting off, they would have blew up, just like the space shuttle, unfortunately, did that time. But because it didn't, because the Lord had protected it, because it happened when they were in the vacuum of space, the explosion was contained. Have a chance to blow everything up into smithereens. As soon as it happened, it just went out because there's no oxygen for fire for the explosion to take place. So, you see, the Lord knew the right timing. And because of that, that's why the guys were able to get back home. They didn't blow up in pieces. See, the Lord's good. When you put your trust in the Lord, you can't go wrong. He's always there for you. He loves you. He created you. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be. Ain't more than to give him the praise and the thanks. So that's really the main reason why I really love the adventures of Apollo 13, because it shows God at his greatest. It shows how the Lord loves us. And he'll do everything to protect us and make sure we make it safe as long as people pray. So if people want this pandemic to go away, just pray to the Lord. The answer is there. That's the word I want to leave with all of you before I go. Does he ask, what are the names of the astronauts? Oh, that's a great question. I can easily tell you their real names. I'll tell you on the big guys because you see them better. This is Jack Swigert. He is the Mr. Big stuff in the cartoons that I made. That's the astronaut in my cartoon. That's Jack Swigert. This is Jim Lovell. He's the commander. Jack Swigert is the commander of the command module and command and service module. And Jim Lovell is the commander of the LEM. This vehicle, Jim Lovell. And this other guy over here in the white. Turn around to show you him. This guy over here is Fred Hayes. And he's the pilot of the command of the pilot of the LEM, the lunar lander, the LEM, which is this spider-looking vehicle that Jim is holding. He's here. And also my animated picture of my boys. So that's the astronauts' names. And of course, in the cartoon, here they are. This is on the sing-along, the 2D sing-along that I did. It's Jack Swigert, Jim Lovell, Fred Hayes. Then I have another one over here. Jack Swigert, Jim Lovell, Fred Hayes, and his embryo. The little creature. And on this one, of course, everybody likes Eclipsio. This is Eclipsio. This is Super Frog. And this is Spotty the fish. And this is the Unseen World Bee. This is the new movie I just made. I just put up. How accurate was the Apollo 13 movie? Not accurate. The first half an hour of the movie about the astronauts, Jim Lovell, Fred Hayes, and Jack Swigert during Apollo 11, while they were walking on the moon, Armstrong, Aldrin, Collins, Apollo 11, the first man on the moon. They were not at Jim Lovell's house having a party, watching the TV and watching Armstrong coming down the ladder like the whole world was doing. No. Jim Lovell, Jack Swigert, and Fred Hayes were at mission control. Jim Lovell was on the Capcom, talking to Aldrin, his Gemini buddy, because he was on the Gemini mission when they had the first Gemini mission together. And this one, when they landed, splashed down, they were upside down in the capsule. They were hanging there for once, and they got me asking them. Aldrin and Jim were together. So he was with his Gemini buddy, coaching Aldrin down the ladder as they were on the moon. Aldrin was the second man on the moon. After Armstrong walked on the moon, Aldrin was coming down. Jim was talking to his buddy. If you would look at some of the original videos, the footage, you will see that. You will see Jim Lovell working at mission control. And if you look carefully, you would see Hayes and Swigert in the background too. I know their faces. I dig them out. So that part was wrong. 2, they made Swigert out to be a dingle-durf, a dummy, a dum-dum that didn't know any better. That wasn't my Swigert. Mr. Jack Swigert, the astronaut over here, is the reason why they got back home again safe. He had if you look at my Apollo 13, the musical, there's a song about what he did. And it's also in Apollo 13, the legacy lives on. Jack Swigert had found out, because like I said, he knew the command module inside and out. The service module, the command module, he knew how to. He wrote a book of what to do when things go wrong in space, how to get back if any of the systems failed. So he was well educated in that. And he had a quarrel for about 2 hours with mission control to tell him when to do a burn sooner as they were going doing the free return, wanted to fire the bird sooner as they're going to the moon, and when to fire the bird as they were coming from the backside of the moon, out of the backside of the moon, wanted to fire those birds a certain amount of time. And he had to tell them that if you do this, we'll get home 5 hours earlier. We could shut down the system sooner, conserve more power, and have enough consumables to make us last the days to get home. And they had a ponder for 2.5 hours to mission control tried it out in the simulators, they told them. And it sure to nothing, it worked. We called them back up and said, okay, Jack, you're on, go for the burn. And it was his wisdom that God gave him that got them all home. So Jack Swigert was not a dummy that they show him out to be in the movie. He was not a playboy neither. Because he was not alive when they made the movie, they did anything they could about him. And that was all lies. Jack Swigert was a devoted, actually he became a Republican. He ran to the Republican state. He almost was elected and won. But fortunately, he got very ill with cancer and died before he had a chance to go in his term. He was really a wise and good person. He also helped people with the army. He did a lot of good stuff. But I got to still study more about Mr. Swigert because there's so much about him. And his middle name is Leonard. I can't pronounce it right with this, no teats. Leonard. It's actually, his real full name is John, is his original first name. John Leonard Jack Swigert. I found out his full name so recently. But they simply call him Jack Swigert for short. Sometimes it would be mentioned John Swigert, still the same astronaut. And sometimes they would call him Leonard or Big Swig and Big Jack. The Big Swig, the Leonard, and him having the right stuff being there on time. The Big Jack, where the big comes from for big stuff. The stuff comes from astronauts having the right stuff. And he sure had the right stuff. So he was a smarty. He knew what he was doing. He wrote the book on what to do when things go wrong. And it was his wisdom to help get the rest of the astronauts home. So that part of the movie, they messed that one up. They made Swigert out to be the dingo dove. Fred Hayes, they hate him. They made him to look like he was a glutton. All he wanted to do was eat. He was always teasing him, but he always liked to go into the food locker and talk about the treats. Because when they did the shows on TV, he used to make things funny. And, we're going to have this treat to eat. I want to see what this treat. That was. And then there was a recent video of Fred Hayes, I guess when they were interviewing and looking through videos, where they saw a picture of him when he was very fat. The reason why he was very fat wasn't because he was a glutton. They ate and got fat. Do you know that Fred Hayes almost died? I saw him in person, and he gave a testimony of his lifetime. He was testing a new kind of spangled plane. He's him too. Swigert also. They're all pilots, all test plane pilots, and he was flying this plane, a test plane, but something mechanically went wrong, so he crashed. He almost died. He crashed in a fire. Half his body was half burned off. He was missing skin all in his whole body. And if you know anything about skin grafting, praise the Lord that he's alive. When I met him in person, I did not know that happened to him. I had no idea. He looked skinny, beautiful, and handsome like he always does. He looked a little older, but the same beautiful Fred Hayes. You didn't see any scars or anything on him. He's perfect. Well, wouldn't even known that he had that problem. But if you know anything about skin grafting, when you're losing half your body skin, you know that they got to take skin off your body and grow it in a culture dish. And there's a lot of skin missing. And they have to keep grafting skin. Where are they going to get that skin from, right? They can't get skin from any other person because then they'll get an infection because you know how the antibodies are in the body. You have to grow skin from the original cells. So what Hayes had to do is he had to gain weight, stretch his skin, the remaining skin, so that he could take skin and graft it. And when they would take skin to graft, they were able to graft everything. That's why he looked fat. And plus, not only did he look fat in that, he was all swollen and all bandaged up. I can't pronounce band-aided up. Sometimes his lip gets in the way. So he's going to look fat. He's got all the stuff underneath his clothes. So he's going to look. I mean, really. So that was a wrong thing. And then they had the nerve because he, some astronauts, when they, don't forget, before astronauts blast off into space, they eat a big meal, a big breakfast. Look at Swaggy over here. He's eating a steak and eggs breakfast. Now, they eat early in the morning, like 6 o'clock in the morning. Have you ever had a steak 6 o'clock in the morning with eggs and a whole bunch of other things? Then you're in the spaceship for about maybe 2-3 hours before you get blasted up. Then all of a sudden you're shut up fast into space. And sometimes food, that's kind of... That happens to some astronauts, yes. But that's a private thing. Why did they show that disgusting scene in the movie? They picked out the most disgusting scenes in the movie. It was good. They were making him out to be good, like, because he eats a lot, and he ate a lot. All you thought about was food, and so I had to make him throw up. And they said, and then there's another scene. He said, "I'm so hungry I can eat a horse." He didn't say that. And then I had him arguing with Swigert, and I had Jim arguing with Swigert. What did he do? Like? They make him out to be a dum-dum. Now, Jim Lovell. If they made the movie true to the book Lost Moon, the first half an hour of the movie would have been better if they opened it up with Jim's story. Now, in the scene, they show the astronauts getting drunk, getting high, and drinking and all. Astronauts don't do that stuff when they're in training, when they're on a mission, and especially if they're working the mission control. Astronauts have strictness against drinking and all. The mission control won't allow them. Jim Lovell almost got bumped from the mission because one of the mission things that he did, I think it was the Apollo 8 mission, because he had belly movement in his system, which belly movement is an end product after you're getting over a cold. It's a normal biological thing. You check that up in science, you'll know what I'm talking about. They found a few traces of it, but he got better, so he was able to. I think it was Apollo 8, if I'm not mistaken. I'm trying to remember what it was, but I remember if you read the book Lost Moon, you'll find that in there. Also, another thing that they could have did in the Lost Moon book about Jim Lovell is that when he was training in the military, flying planes, it's like Fred Hayes. They could have did some of the story of Fred Hayes, what he went through. Well, actually, that accident happened after Apollo 13, so that wouldn't show that. That was after the mission that happened to Hayes. But the Jim Lovell, this happened to Jim Lovell. And this is how the book opens up, too. If you read the book Lost Moon, you'll find this story. I kind of found it very fascinating. Jim Lovell was an inventor. He likes the jiggity-jig things. He makes all kinds of stuff. He used to make things. He was figuring out all kinds of gadgets and stuff. And he was always figuring out how to make things work better. Well, he had a bright idea. At nighttime, when I fly my planes, I can't see my map. It's so dark. I got to use this little flashlight, and I'm trying to control the plane. And it's like I can't hold it. I'm trying to, So he rigged up as a map light connected to his dashboard, so it would shine on the map, and he doesn't have to hold it with his hands. He was able to read and read the map and drive his plane. Well, fortunately, his wiring shorted out his whole panel in the middle of flying at nighttime. Picture flying a plane without any of your guidance things lit up and no light at all. You're in complete darkness, but you're up in the air. Now, was it for the Lord who sent the algae? Now, there's a special kind of algae that grows over the water. It glows in the dark. Now, I know you know about this kind of algae. It's where they get glow-in-the-dark paint from. There's a special iridescence algae that glows over the water. Jim Lovell had enough brains to look at that, so there's water down there. he saw the allergy trail and he followed the allergy trail to safety. And he, by his coordination, where that was, he was able to land that plane safe. That would have been a better beginning in the movie than the junk they did. I can tell you more. They had the astronauts cursing. Jim Lovell wouldn't curse at NASA. Now, Jim and Fred were sad because Kim Manley couldn't make it. And, they were sad that, Jack, he didn't train along with them. They trained, I think astronauts trained 2 years. They trained 2 years together to get ready for a mission. Here comes Jack Swigert from the other mission. Just comes on in. If you're a teammate and one of your team buddies are gone, of course you're going to feel a little out of place, but you're an astronaut. You don't do that kind of fighting and cursing out people and actually cursing out NASA. You don't do that. If Jim Lovell did that, Jim Lovell will be, bye-bye. Nice knowing you. Astronauts are better than what they show in the movie. My Apollo boys never did that. So, and I just did that for dramatization. Even Jim Lovell, when I met Jim Lovell and Fred Hayes in person, and I gave him a copy of Apollo 13, The Legacy Lives On. That's a movie I have up on YouTube. It's in 4 parts. I think it's 4 parts. Go check it out. It's the funny version, a comedy based on the true mission of Apollo 13, which has all the true facts that I've been talking to you about in it. It shows about what Swigert did. It shows about the power of prayer. I'd say one thing that was very accurate in that movie, the things that got accurate in that movie that I like, the music was awesome. Spot on with the music. The animation of the spacecraft, and that zooming into when they were making the canisters for the air, and they were in the spacecraft, the way they zoomed out into space, that screen, the way they played the music with that scene, the way the music and the motion of the movie played together, that was spot on. They got the series of events well in order, but they left out the most important part about Jack Swigert. Tell him when to do the burn. Because they made him out to be a dummy. Instead of him being the smarty, they made him out to be a dummy. And you know whose voice was the first voice to call in when they were coming home? It wasn't Jim, it was Jack. Jack said, "Okay, Joe." He was the first voice when they returned home. He was the first voice to say, "Houston, we got a problem here." Then Jim Lovell said, "Houston, we got a problem." And then Fred Hayes said, "There was a large shudder, a large bang associated with a caution and warning there." I'm kind of acting it out like the way they say it. Because I hear the videos all the time, the tapes. I have the videos, the real movie. So I can go show you how the Hollywood changes things around. You can't take Hollywood documentaries to be real documentaries because they put too much Hollywood in it. Mission control scenes were beautifully done. They are all actors doing wonderful things. The guy who played Gene Kranz did a wonderful job until he spoiled it at the end in the story. Had him cursing out God's name. Gene Kranz would never do that. And Gene Kranz was very offended of that. Because again, I have videos on. I've seen it, his response to that too. They did not like the movie. To be honest with you, Jim Lovell, Fred Hayes, and Gene Kranz did not like the movie. Especially the way they portrayed Jack Swigert. And those who knew Jack Swigert didn't like the movie. And, want to know another thing? They made Marilyn Lovell, which is Jim Lovell's wife, with her kids. They made her kids out to be brats, fighting with each other, and this a dysfunctional family. They were not a dysfunctional family. They were a Christian family. They prayed together. They had, matter of fact, Jim's wife took the husband of Mary Hayes. Mary Hayes was Hayes's wife, and Marilyn Well, ain't it funny how the two wives' names began with M? Mary Hayes and Marilyn Lobo got together. Marilyn Lobo's house. They all got together into the Bible chain and prayed to the Lord for the Lazarus to come home. And of course, the family of Jack Swigert too came. I guess Jack Swigert was not married. That's why they put all that nonsense Playboy garbage into the movie, which no. That movie was not accurate at all. I am the best. Thank you. Well, I just wanted to clear you up about that movie. It's, other than that, I'll tell you one thing. It was a good movie. If it were fantasy astronauts, not Apollo 13, it was named something else like Crisis in Space. And it was different astronauts. It wasn't based on real astronauts. But using the Apollo 13 story as a background, it was the best movie that was out during that day. I mean, I liked it for the music. I liked it for the way the special effects. The best part of the movie starts when the rocket blasts off the landing pad. The beginning of the movie. And then plus I opened it up with the sad moment of Apollo 1. Now, of course, that happened. They did that pretty good. But I opened it up with the sad moment, And then this crazy dream, too, that I think Marilyn had. Like when she was on high on pot. That's all Hollywood drama. I don't know. And she was worried about it, but she didn't. They just want to play around with the superstitiousness of the number 13. You don't want to know why 13 is unlucky. Why people have fear of 13. You want to know why 13 is? I found out. If you read the book of Revelation, chapter 13, it's Satan's reign, Satan's fall. It starts out good for Satan, and then it ends terrible for him. So it's really bad luck for Satan, not bad luck for us. Those who hold the Lord in our hearts, it's not bad luck at all. So if Apollo 13, if 13 was a bad luck number, they wouldn't have got home. And despite the odds, the Lord working for good. What Satan means for evil, God working for good. It's another good thing about Apollo 13. I don't know why I like these guys so much. It's a big part of my life. I've studied a lot about them. I've been making a cartoon for 50 years. Now, I'm talking 50 years. I should know a lot of stuff, don't I? Max, what about the Agent Moon bases that were supposedly discovered? I don't know. It's the funniest thing. They didn't show too much. See, I was in New York when all the Apollo missions took place, and New York never gave me hardly any feedback what happened after all the Apollo. Just after Apollo 17, the last one in 72, it was 1972 when the last Apollo happened. They haven't heard any more about Apollo. And matter of fact, those other missions were hardly talked about. Well, as a matter of fact, nobody even wanted to talk about Apollo 13. The only thing they talked about was Apollo 11, how we got to the moon. And then they just showed the other ones briefly what happened. They didn't tell what happened with all the sites and everything. But Carl Sagan's Cosmos does have some information on it. If you've seen the series Carl Sagan's Cosmos, a couple of Nova shows that were out in those years, they had some information about what they did. They did find some elements and stuff, but they were looking for life on the moon. Of course, they didn't find no life on the moon. There won't be no life. Without oxygen, how could there be life, right? I mean, duh. Unless it's the unseen world. You look at my movie, cartoon, fantasy thing. Yeah, it could happen. But they didn't really discover. They didn't really talk much. So when I was in New York, it was like, now if I was here in Florida, I would probably have more information to tell you. I'm still searching and looking to find out. But I know they're going to try to go back to the moon again, and maybe we'll find some update stuff. Now that I'm in Florida, I get to see the real thing happening. Because in New York, it was hush puff. Real goes. All you know is to see the rocket go up, the rocket come down. Pretty much in New York, especially with the space shuttles. And then there's a few minutes of the footage of what's happening. And then there was all bad news. The news was terrible. It's still terrible today. Yeah. More bad news than good news, they say. But during Apollo 11, Apollo 13, a lot of networks didn't want to cover Apollo 13 until the explosion took place. The explosion didn't take place. Apollo 13 didn't become a rescue mission instead of and became a regular moon mission like Apollo 12, 14, 15, 16, and 17. It would have been just another one of those. It would just be talk about just Apollo 11 and that's it. I hardly talk about the other ones. Very rarely is there things specials about the other astronauts, but very brief. Not enough information. Unless you go to the NASA channel. If you go to the NASA site, NASA on YouTube, you will find these missions. You will find some videos on them. And you will get that information. And that's where I'm getting some of my sources from. So I found a whole lot of Apollo 13 stuff. You find a lot of stuff on Apollo 13. I'm in my glory. So many videos yet to look at. Hi, Dino. How you doing? Dino Studio 19. Hi. Yep, it's me, R G Jubilee. I'm just here chatting with everybody. Had they lost the footage? And don't we have tech to go back? Can you comment? No, they didn't lose the footage. The thing is, a lot of the footage was recorded on VHS tapes and all kinds of other kind of equipment that probably doesn't exist anymore for them to play it back. So I guess they're trying to transfer stuff to DVDs. I don't know. When I was on YouTube, NASA site, I think they got some of that stuff on there. Yeah, you'll find if you look up what Apollo mission you want. You would find a lot of stuff. Believe me, I've been looking and finding a whole bunch of stuff. I found all kinds of stuff. I even found footage on Skylab. So you could find things on YouTube if you want to look or the missions. Yeah, and it's fun. I like going back in time. I like all the different missions. You just look at YouTube and ask them. Just type in which mission you want to see, and it'll come. You'll get sites and subscribe to those channels, and I'll keep giving you new videos. I keep getting them. I got the NASA link too. I got the NASA link. Every time there's a rocket that goes up. Matter of fact, tomorrow there is a rocket launch. 4:39 p.m. 4:39 p.m. be a SpaceX rocket launch. It's gonna launch some more satellites. That's in the afternoon, so I'm getting ready for that one. Just look up on YouTube. You'll find it all. I got the NASA link, so I put the bell up on the ring the bell. So when it goes on, it goes ding, and then I know it's on. That's how I find my information. And I praise the Lord for YouTube, and I remember Glory. I find lots of stuff on Apollo 13. I even see a lot of these Fred Hayes and Jim Lobo, and it's nice. I get to see them all the time now. One night I had dinner. There was a Fred Hayes interview on, and I'm looking at Fred Hayes and he's talking about, and I'm eating and watching Fred Hayes. It's kind of cool. I like it. I see all my astronauts. I see every astronaut I see. They got a whole lot of stuff on Apollo 11 also. I want to know all the information on Apollo 11. They got Apollo 14 out to Apollo 14. Apollo 8, which Jim Lobo was in. You just look up which Apollo, which mission you want to see. You see, that even has all the space shuttles. I have a space shuttle mission he was in. Actually, I even have the one with Fred Hayes. He was the first one to him, and I think him and Crippen were the first to test the space shuttle glider when it was piggyback on the plane, and it would drop down, and then the shuttle had to glide for landing. Fred Hayes drove that plane the first landing of the shuttle home. He tested out the first landing of the shuttle to see if it could land without an engine. A risky business that astronaut did. They risked their lives. They were good heroes. They really faithful. They brave. It takes a lot of bravery to do that. Thank you. I gotta give me a drink. I'm getting a little thirsty. Thank you, Dino. Dino. Let me see. Okay. Dino. Okay. Thank you, Dino. I know how to change glasses. That's why I gotta go look close so I can read. When I'm like this, when I'm like this, really. Then I gotta put these on, so I can see. You like them, boys? Jack's like the boom boom. Well, anybody got any questions? Because I'm getting ready to go to bed now. We're gonna have to sign off soon. You're back? I see you're back. Okay. Got any questions? Final game of. Oh, gee, are you I'm the best. Thank you. Pee Wee. Push up. Baby gamer. Thanks for the awesome answers. You're welcome. Two bucks. Two bucks. I'm sorry if I can't read the words right. My dyslexia makes it hard for me, and plus my eyesight is not the same. As you get older, these things don't work like they used to. Great artwork. Thank you. Did any of you new people that joined me, did you see my new video I made? This is my newest Jack Swigert, Mr. Big Stuff cartoon. It also has Eclipsio in it. Nobody likes Eclipsio. This is Spotty the fish. This is the Unseen World Big, and this is Super Frog. And of course, we all know that, so Swigert the Big Stuff. Check it out. It's Spotty the fish. Spotty the fish in the Unseen World, Apollo 13 cartoon. It's an old story. When I first made the cartoon way back in 1970, I didn't know how to animate way back then, so that was one of the original stories. When I first got the picture of Apollo 13 here, and I made that story, and after 50 years, I finally brought that to life. It was fun doing that. That's why you haven't seen me on live for a while, because I was working on that movie. It takes a couple of weeks. But you know what? It took me about 3.5 weeks to make that movie, which is almost an hour long. And that's first computerized 2D animated movie I made. And that long length, the full longest long length. All the other 2D animation, there was short ones. But this was a full length movie. And it took me less time than that 19-minute cartoon I did of Alignment, the very first animated cartoon I did on Apollo 13, which took me a year. About a year or so to put together. because every one of the pictures, I had to sit there and draw hundreds of pictures. Like this is the original cell. Actually, this is the very first original cartoon cell that I made of. It's the big stuff. But I made the alignment movie. And if you notice, this picture is in almost every one of my big stuff cartoons. I always have him in a movie. That was the original big stuff cartoon cell. And every one of these pictures are drawn on plastic. And they are painted from behind, you see. I gotta paint them reverse on the back. The reason why they're on plastic is that if my scenery, I don't have a scenery here, but the scenery, the background, the scenery, let's say that's the scenery. Big stuff. Say big stuff's on my, right now he's on the TV with me. See him on the video? And he's over here walking, he's going, "Hey you, what am I doing in this picture?" Let's say do a cartoon and picture movie. You kind of, it's clear so you can see what's behind it. See? Hello. Hello, Biggie. You see you behind me. Here is he through the plastic, but it's got a blowy. Up here, come under the water with Spotty the fish. Yeah, I'm being silly. But that's how I animate them. And then I make all different faces, different positions. You gotta draw your cartoon different positions. And I got him to move, different pace. There's another one goes with it that makes it move. I had to draw hundreds of pictures like this to make the first movie. And it takes a long time to draw these pictures and paint them. But when I do computer animation, all I have to do is draw one picture and then edit it into the machine and program it and get it to move. Like I did when I did the fish. Now, if I want to get different positions in the picture, then I just draw a few pictures of the avatar, the person, and different expressions, different heads. It's so much easier. You don't have to do so much painting and drawing. It's just a few pictures. When I used that picture, the big stuff, I used this picture in the movie. If you see it, I actually used his head from this one. I took some of the other cells I had from the other from the cartoon, different position ones, the front view, the side view, and I did a back view, so you can have the three different things. And I was able to make different. The more advertising you make, the more movement you get in the movie. Because the object of the game is to see the character in different positions, to give it more appeal. So, if anybody has anything to tell me, let me know. I'll stay a few more minutes, and then I have to go sign off to the next video because it's getting late, and I gotta get ready to go to bed. Remember, tomorrow's a rocket launch, a SpaceX rocket launch. Trying to slip gets in my way. I can't wait to get my teeth. I want to get another fitting, so I have to wait for that couple of weeks. Then next month I have to go back and get another fitting, and then probably the next week after that, the next time I'll get my dentist, and maybe one day you'll see me smile. Well, full mouth smile. And then I can talk better because the lip won't be in my eye anymore. You can hear me better, right? Hi. Boop. Boop. You gotta laugh about these things. You shouldn't be depressed about anything. The Lord's got good. Laughter working good like a medicine. It's good to be optimistic. Look. Look. Like I Spotty the fish. Look. Look. I hope you sell the new movie. Oh, I don't sell the movie. I had to find a place that can help me make the cartoons on TV and all. But the big stuff is not for sale. He's my copyright. He belongs to me. Apollo 13 cartoon. I will sell copies of the movie once I get it published and get it out there. And if you're interested, but that's why it's on the YouTube, so everybody can see it. I share it with everybody. But I will not sell my guys to anybody. It's my cartoon. I own it. If I could get somebody to help me get it out there, be good. But I'm not going to do any that partner stuff. No, I'm not going to have happen to me what happened with Aaron, Chuck E. Cheese guy. No, I rather. I do. It belongs to me. If I make money on it, make money. If I don't make money, it's not a big deal. I always want to share it with the world. But I don't think anybody wants to make cartoon series on Apollo 13, so I'm the only one. I was the only one. I am the only one. Actually, I'm the original one to make movies out of Apollo 13 characters. Before that silly movie came out. I've been doing it since 1970. And this is one of the stories from 1970 that I finally animated. Because when I first designed the cartoon, I did not know how to animate. It wasn't until 1981 I first learned how to animate. That's when the very first animation and full-length animated movie came out of my Apollo 13 cartoon that I made, which was 1981. It was called The Alignment. It's on my video. If you can look at my Apollo 13 50th year celebration, you'll see the movies in there too. Plus, I got the movie separate up online. I had to change the background a little bit with the music because I had the Big Stuff song in the background. I had to drown it out. So it was a different kind of my original music I overlaid on it. I didn't want any problem with the copyright. The only reason why I stuck that song in the background is because I tell you. Let me tell you about that Big Stuff song. and the name of the astronaut called Big Stuff. The Mr. Big Stuff song is kind of funny. And for those who didn't hear the beginning of this video, I wanted to hear the song again, Mr. Big Stuff, and said, pull out the record player and all. I said, let me check and see if I can find the song online and find the woman who sang the song. I'd like to see a video on it. So I'm looking it up. I find Mr. Big Stuff, and I'm looking at it, and I'm looking at it, and I look at the date. The Mr. Big Stuff song came out in 1971. I made Mr. Big Stuff or Big Stuff cartoon of the Apollo 13 in 1970. Ain't that funny? That's why the morning when I was sleeping in the bed, and my sister was the same room we get ready for work, she had this radio alarm that went on, the alarm clock with the radio in it that would turn the music on. Here I am asleep. I got up because my Big Stuff picture near me. I always did when I was a little kid, you know. I still do. I'm not ashamed to say that. It's my boys, it's my buddies. They come everywhere I go. Don't leave home without it. I got there we go. So I'm sleeping. I'm laying down. I'm about to wake up. I hear the song. I'm about to wake up because my sister's it turns on the light and all. And I'm still sleeping in the bed. That's what happens when sisters share a room. She had to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning to get ready to go work. So you know how that is. I had to get up. The light goes boom, right on my butt, breaks me, wake up like. And as I'm waking up, trying to rub my eyes, I'm looking at my boys, and I'm smiling. And I'm not ready to get out of the bed yet because I didn't have to get up that early. I had time. And all of a sudden, I'm about to try to fall back to sleep again. And I'm hearing, Mr. Big Stuff, tell me, who do you think you are, Mr. And I went, huh? And I get at the picture, and I go, huh? Am I dreaming? So I was singing about my astronaut, my cartoon. I'm an 11-year-old kid. And I said, "Oh, who sang that song?" I was like excited when I woke up. Did you hear the song? Yes, I said, "What were you talking about?" She didn't know that I named the astronaut Mr. Big Stuff. That's why I named this astronaut, I said. It was a cartoon. You don't know about for a year I've been doing this cartooning. You still don't know that because she was so busy doing her own thing. That's why. You know how sisters are. She's in her world and I was in my own. But I'm saying that was shocking. That was but I looked at the day. I went, yeah, now it makes sense why I woke up surprised. It didn't happen a week after I got the picture. That happened a year after I got the picture. Year after I had the cartoon established. We were already in the unseen world by then. I had this story going. Spotty the fish and Eclipsio and Super Frog. And the unseen world B. A volcano. Go look at the movie. You're gonna like it. Just look at Spotty the fish and the unseen world of Apollo 13 cartoon, a 1970 story, and you'll see a funny cartoon. You like my Yoda though? Oh, thank you. Which one, the puppet or the animatronic? Me too. Or was it the toy that I bought? The one with the whip that kept whipping me in the head. It was being funny. That was the first video I did to make everybody laugh, to cheer everybody up during the coronavirus. Oh, yeah, singing my song. Going around and around the moon can really get you down. I'm so glad that I am home today. It's splash up, it's splash up, it's splash down day. Everybody say hey, hip hip hooray. Jacob, you like my song? I'm glad. Did you see Apollo 13, the musical? Yeah, that song's in that one too. Oh, so I made a musical on the whole mission of Apollo 13. Check that one out. Apollo 13, the musical. That's this one over here. It's a 3D cartoon. They're in 3D animation. They're not 2D animated. I just didn't have a 3D picture on there. My computer does the printing for that I can put the picture out. Doesn't work, so I had to use a drawing. And then this one here was a 2D animation on computer. The first one I did on computer. This is the newest one I just put up. Spotty the Fish in the Unseen World, Apollo 13 cartoon. It's a 1970 story. It's a story from 1970. It wasn't animated way back then to now. But after 50 years, I animated this. So take a look at the puppet and the animatronic. Okay, thank you. One day I'm going to do a little video with those and have them move around a little better. I have to set it up. As I'm cleaning up, I got to find certain things to do things with. So it'll be coming in the future. I got a whole lot of surprises. It just takes time to get things together. Splashdown Day. You like that song, huh? Jacob? Yeah, Jacob. How many times do you play Splashdown Day? Do you play that all day long? Are you like Embryo? These 8,000 damn, these 8,000 damn, these all day long and drive me so crazy. Yeah, these 8,000 damn. Did you see that the show? I got to go work. Embryo in the original story got fascinated with those words because when you Here's do the embryo test. The these A's, those, and them game. I used to do this when I was a kid. Try to talk about maybe 10 minutes without saying one of the words. These days, those, and them in a sentence. In that time span as you're talking, you're eventually going to say one of the words. Unless you're smart not to say the words. See, I say the words instead of saying those words. See? You would say those, you would say them. You would say these days, those, and them. These days, those, and it was, everybody say, now what you do when you pick up a pair of glasses. Oh, these, I always have to change these with these. It's like, you say those words all the time. See, there we go. You say those words all the time. See? There's no way you could talk without saying any of those 4 words. So Embryo gets fascinated how many times people say that. So he got fixated on the words. So you just go, these ain't those and them. You know how aliens are. Especially baby aliens like that guy. Oh, you like when I sang the Froggy 2000 song live? Oh, I mean this one? Hold on. Let's see what I forgot what number it was. It was. I'm trying to remember what number it was on here. Yeah, there it goes. Oh, I forgot the microphone. Gotta get the microphone, right? Froggy 2000. Froggy 2000. Oh, Froggy 2000. Froggy 2000. Oh, it's been 2,000 years since the Lord has come. We are waiting all together for his guest to return. Oh, Froggy 2000. Froggy. Oh, 2000. Yeah. That's me, Superfrog. And I'm here with all my friends. And I got a nice song to share with you. And let's have a lot of fun. Oh, okay. I was a pollywog and a polyfrog. Now I am a superfrog. And I was a pollywog and a polyfrog. Now I am a superfrog. Well, I was a pollywog. I swam so free. Until one day something strange happened to me. I started to go sideways on me. I was a pollywog and a polyfrog. Now I am a superfrog. I was a pollywog and a polyfrog. Now I am a superfrog. Now I am a polyfrog. Now I can work upon the land. Praise the Lord, I'm born again. I was a pollywog and I'm a polyfrog. Now I am a superfrog. I a superfly. Now I am a superfly. No longer have a tyranny. Now I can walk upon the land and sing so merrily. I was a pollywog and a polyfly. Now I am a superfly. I was a pollywog and a polyfly. Now I am a superfly. Now I am a superfly. Now I am a superfly. Rabbit. How you like that? That was my Froggy song live. You forgot about the super frog part. There's a little super frog. Ribbit. I actually put two songs together. That was Froggy 2000 and the Pollywog song. I did two songs, like combining them. Actually, I forgot all the words. I have it written down. Those Froggy 2000 song. The last time I sang it was in the year 2000, 20 years ago. No, yeah. Actually, 1999 is when I made it. And the movie was finished in the year 2000. I was making the movie. I started the movie in 1999. You like the songs. Thank you. I forget how the other song goes. There's another song. Yeah. Yeah. It's like, this is one of my favorite ones. Let's see if I can give it. I just gotta find the right thing. I think it was this number. Oh, no. Oh, this is where we used to work in the swamp. And we were doing the froggies. And all the frogs were going, remember that? Or another time when there was that poison in the water that made me change. And I'm not killing some of us. And I had the power plant person was dumping waste products in the water. But then we showed him what we was doing to everything, and he became a good environmentalist. And he saved the land. He bought the deed of the land and cleaned up the swamp so us froggies can be happy. That was Adam Powers. He wasn't really that bad. He was just trying to save some money. But Jim's invention made him shrink stuff smaller so he could get rid of it the right way and now pay less money. He saved money. He saved the swamp. The money he saved, he bought the land, and now we're free. No more pollution here. I'm just being funny. Yeah. That's how I do some of the talking in my cartoons. You like the Pollywog character? Yeah, that's the Pollywog song. It's called the Pollywog song. That's Super Frog. That's this guy here singing the song. That's Super Frog. It's part of the Froggy movies with the big stuff. Yeah. Well, it's kind of 12 o'clock now. I'm getting close to it. And I do got to go bed soon. So I know everybody's enjoying this. I'm kind of enjoying it too. I like hanging out with all of you. I haven't done it in a long time. I know. That's because I was working about 3.5 weeks to make this movie. Did any of you see this? Oh, okay. Kind of forgot about the Froggy or the movie or how I go behind the scenes. So many different things I do. I do a lot of things. I like making my own songs up. It's kind of fun. It's fun to make your own songs up. You just get anything, make a nice kind of music or or get a good song that you can use that's not copy problem. YouTube has a good library. When I made Apollo 13 the musical, there was a great singing group, a group called the Green Orbs. They make special music that people can use in their YouTube video. That's what I used when I made this movie and Apollo 13 the musical. Their music made me make these two cartoons beautiful. The help of their music helped me create the songs for Apollo 13, the musical. I had to make some. See, the first 25 years I made Apollo 13. The legacy lives on. Now, for the 50th year, I had to make another story about Apollo 13. So I did Apollo 13 musical. They did the Green Orbs. And that Splashdown song, the music for Splashdown song, came from the Green Orbs. It was in the YouTube library where you can use this music copyright free. And I keep giving great thanks to that great group. Thank you again, Green Orbs. I want to give a shout out. Green Orbs, you helped me make another great video with your music. If you're seeing this video, I want you to look at this cartoon that I did with your music. And I'd like, if you like my Apollo 13 the musical too, that you helped me make with your music. Your music is just beautiful. It's perfect for my cartoons. Thank you, guys. A shout out to the Green Orbs. Thanks a million for making my movies look good the way I always wanted them to look. I like to have the original songs. A lot of my movies, the first ones I made, I had to use other songs because I didn't know how to do the musical. I didn't have no background music I was allowed to do. And then when I go show them live, like the last time, I had to fast forward most of the movie because the YouTube would have cut me off because the music in the background. And of course, I won't be able to sell the movies with the music in it unless I get paid royalties. So that's why it's mostly I had to take it off. But it's just for my own personal use, no big deal. But when I'm doing it to sell, I can't sell the movie with that music in it, so I have to dub it out. It doesn't spoil the story because the music was just added in just to make it more. But there was some music laced in the background that I had to take out. So I got to rework some of my movies out. Now that I can do it, I got some ways to do it. I got to figure it out. I'm going to re-edit everything and try to see if I can upload those movies full file. But things that on the computer doesn't kind of broke down and I'm having a little trouble. Oh, you know how they keep changing formats and I can't find the right kind of computer that everything will work with. And I'm going to stand still on some stuff. So it's taking me time to figure it out. But eventually I'll get through. I make do what I got. And I'm thankful. I give God the praise. The 50 years with these guys made everything happy. Yep. How do you make your movie covers? How do I make my movie covers? Oh, these? This is boxes of DVD. But I even draw on the disc too. I forgot to show you that. That's the Super Fog, the Encino Beast, Spotty, and Thingy. I even decorate my disc to make it look like it was if this was me produced, this way it would look. These are boxes. I have there was somebody who had a whole lot of DVDs and they get rid of the boxes. And I told them, I took all the boxes. So, get rid of them. I said, I could use this for my movies. And that's what I did. I recycled. And I just a piece of paper I stuck inside here. I drew the picture on a piece of paper. See? And I slide it in to the plastic. And I slide it in. And I made it look like a professional video. And my big stuff. That's how I did the boxes. Recycle. A lot of people throw these boxes out. It's stupid. But sometimes they sell these boxes too. I don't know if they sell them anymore now, but there was a time when you were able to buy these boxes. But, anybody who has DVDs that they don't want the box anymore, they stick the DVDs in the DVD folder. Just ask them for the boxes. So throw them away and recycle them. got a whole box of them, so I can use it for my movies. So when I keep making big stuff movies, I can protect them. Some of the boxes are nice too. Got some of them that I can put 2 discs in. See, I got this one's a 2 disc. And I put the decorations on them. So with the Eclipse, these are the ones I have uploaded already. I've been making, and so that's. See, I didn't decorate them. They're nice, they're cute. That. I always like making my videos look like they're professional. My big boy needs to look good. And I have this one here. That's about the sing along. Now, what I wanted to do when I made this box, but my printer don't work and everything, I wanted to take a still from the tree because it's done in 3D animation, not 2D. But I didn't have that, so I wanted to put a picture, so I drew a picture for now. And I said it's 3D animation. And then, of course, I drew a picture of them on the disc. So, let's see if you see them. Let me see. So sometimes it's shiny, the lights. There we go. Can you see them? I'm trying to get the glare away from big stuff's face. There we go. And I draw on the discs. And that's how I make it look pretty. Make them look nice. I might watch your movie on YouTube. Okay, go ahead. Watch this. This is the new one I just made. It's called Spotty the Fish in the Unseen World, Apollo 13 cartoon. And this one is Apollo 13, the musical. And then I have the Apollo 13 50th celebration, part 1, part 2, part 3, and there's part 4 I'm working on. It didn't come out yet. I'm working on that one. Oops, I dropped something. There's so many things in my way here. I have a lot of cleaning up to do. I just dropped down some more pictures of Apollo 13. Yeah, I got pictures of Apollo 13 everywhere. It's boys. Yeah, dropped a whole bunch of stuff on the floor. Hold a second. Okay. Oh, I even got Apollo 13, an embryo. I think I showed you this guy, Mr. Big Stuff Puppet. Hi there, I'm Biggie. And I'm embryo. This is a stick puppet. And this is a doll embryo. See, I make my own toys and my cartoons too. If the cartoon is too big, there'll be lots of toys on big stuff, right? Yeah, that'd be fun. So gonna big animated when he got back there with me. Moving back and forth. Yeah, I move my head funny, don't I? What happens to life size Billy Bob? Oh, I still got him in the back. I still got to work on him. The reason why I haven't worked on him is I haven't had money to buy parts I need for him. Money is what's stopping me from finishing it. The culprit. Money. When you don't got money, you can't do anything. I need to get things to fix it, to finish it. The motors I have weren't strong enough. Oh, found another picture of Mr. Swigert. So as soon as I finish him, I'll have him up and I'll show you him. He's in the back over there. Let me show you. I know I'll have the light on back there. No, it's too dark back there. It was daytime, you'll be able to see it. It's the back over there. I see how much work I have to clean up. This house is upside down. I got big stuff dolls over there too. I got the powder. I got stuff there he is. You see him? Let me see. I got put my finger. See if I can put my finger on it. I'm trying to put my finger on where it's over here. The back there. There we go. Can you see it? There we go. Can you see it? Made it a little brighter. I'm working on him. He's going to be good when I get him going. Right now, the servo motors that are in him is not strong enough to move his head back and forth right. And his body is not balancing right, so I got to work on it. And he needs another kind of motor, and it's got to probably work with 2 kinds of controllers. And boy, I'm figuring out what I need. Things cost money, some parts cost like $100, $200, $300. What can I do? Yeah, no, I have no money right now. So I have to wait. Plus my TV poop and part of my stove is not working right, and I just dropped something else on the floor. Okay, there we go. I knew I dropped something. That's why I dropped it. Okay, I fixed it. Well, what if the stores there were your toy? Well, what if the stores there were your toys? What if in the stores there were your toys? Oh, I would love that very much. That was my dream when I was an 11-year-old kid. To have my cartoons be on TV, especially my Apollo Team Boys, and all the toys I make on the cartoon series, all the dolls and toys, my own copyright now, my own characters, not anybody else's, my own, that I don't have to worry about copyright and stuff. Have them out in stores and have toys galore. Have life-size big stuffed dolls to sing. Ones like games that you control the moon on them. We cover all kinds of stuff to have to do with the cartoons. Eclipsio dolls. Oh, I have got to show you something really funny. You like Eclipsio, don't you? I know everybody likes my Eclipsio. I got to show you something weird that happened one day. Hold a second, it's dark enough for me to show you this. You're going to laugh your head off? Hold a second. Stand by. Let's see if it works. Everybody's getting ready for, of course, hurricane season, right? And in hurricane season, you got to make sure you got some flashlights, right? Well, I got this flashlight here. I think Eclipsio did something to this flashlight. Let me show you. I'm gonna look up on the ceiling. Let me show you. Oh, wait a minute. Let me turn out the light so you can see the silly thing. It's gonna get black for a second. I gotta move my glass out of the way. I want to spill drink. You're gonna laugh your head off. Look at my ceiling. I'm gonna turn out the lights and show you this flashlight. Look at eclipse. Does it show up? Oh, look at this. I got an eclipse. Yo. Let me see if I can get it. Doesn't that look like an eclipse? Look at that. Let me see if I can get it better. Hold on. Oh, yeah, right? You like that eclipse? That's a flashlight, everybody. I'm Eclipsio. I like to make eclipses. I'm Eclipsio. Watch this one. See if I can get there. Woo! I'm the moon. My moon. I got my own planetarium. That is funny. What kind of flashlight? What kind of flashlights are these? Let me see if I get the better. Look at that eclipse. Doesn't that look like a real eclipse? Look at that eclipse. Look at the moon. I can't stop laughing. I did this. I laughed my head off. I got a planetarium show. Hey, I'm the moon. Wait a minute. Why is there a solar eclipse in the middle of the night? Hey, sun, move over. I'm the moon. I'm supposed to be here. You're supposed to be in the daytime, not nighttime. Wait a minute. I'm supposed to be is this a day or a night? We don't even know. Let me show you something else about the eclipsio one. So in the dark, you're supposed to be able to shine a light on something. Look at big stuff. There's an eclipse on them. How do you expect to see what you're doing if you've got an eclipse on your light? You see the eclipse shining on Biggie's face as he's moving? I mean, isn't that something funny? Look how crazy that looks, huh? There's a big eclipse over the it looks like an eclipse on that too. This is something else. I mean, this is the funniest flashlight I ever did see. Let me see. I mean, I have an eclipse. I have a real eclipse. This makes an idea to make a toy. Picture a flashlight that's in the shape of eclipsio, that the light shines out of his head, and it shines the eclipse on the wall like that. Kids will love that. Let me put on the lights again. Wasn't that funny? I don't know what they did when they made that flashlight. Was that a jokey flashlight or that it made eclipse? How you're supposed to shine a light? The eclipsios always do that. I mean, when you're supposed to be lights, got to get dark. It's kind of funny. Now that light's gonna help you in the dark. Neither does the other one. It looks like a moon. It's a regular flashlight. I don't understand. There's nothing unusual. It looks like it's a regular flashlight. Look. Something has to do, maybe something to do with the bulb or something, or the plastic that's shining through. I have no idea. But all I know is it's fascinating. I got an eclipsio flashlight. Yay! If everybody finds this flashlight, I don't know. They might give me this as a gift a long time ago. It's called a maglite. A maglite flashlight. California it was made in. Maglite. I think it's an eclipsio light. And this one here is a regular flashlight too. But did you see it's a flashlight? But it makes a moon on it. You can't see it even a little tiny bit. And there's no batteries in them, so it's not the batteries. So I have my own planetarium with my two flashlights. I have fun when I'm bored and I want to laugh. Well, that gave me a good idea, make eclipsio flashlight like that. Picture an eclipsio like this, like I did embryo. It's a toy, like a flashlight toy. You push a button, there's a little hole on the top of his head, and he shines the eclipse on the ceiling. Kids would love to have a toy like that. And then a little embryo doll like this, you push a button, he goes, these ain't them, Biggie, hi, Biggie, how you doing, Biggie? Oh, Biggie, can I play, Biggie, can you play with me, Biggie? Oh, come on, Biggie, I want to play with you, Biggie, come on, Biggie, come on, Biggie. He always does that too, it's like Biggie crazy. And then a toy of big stuff going, embryo, stop with those stupid words. Oh, these ain't those and them, that's all he says. Then he goes, biggie this, biggie that. Then he puts tangle over the wall floor. He glues small little spacecraft on my seat. I sit down with the crazy glue and I stick this glue to my boom. Oh boy. Like that. And then he drops turkeys in the sky on my table when I'm trying to work. Yeah. Then there's a swamp in my house. One day I came home, then I go pull open my closet. All my stuff falls out on my head. Then I open up the other closet, a pail of water falls on my head. It goes splash down. Oh boy. That's kind of funny stories in the beginning of Big Stuff and Embryo Show. Biggie put up with. I wish I had all those things animated. I'm going to try to reanimate all those stories. They are funny. Unseen World was really one of the big ones. I had to animate that one. I had to have all the characters in it. So take a look at that one. Nice, you like it? Really cool. What if the stores there was my own toys? Yeah, I would love that. When I was a kid, I always wanted to have my own store and sell my own products. So you hit it right on the mark. That's exactly what was a dream of mine. Who knows? May come true one day. I may never know. I'm in Florida. It's the 50th year anniversary of Apollo 13. All right, this coronavirus has been a bad thing, but, maybe there'll be an open door for cartoon now. I'm on YouTube now. I'm talking about it, what I want to do. Maybe somebody would like to help me out to get that done. But I need somebody trustworthy and pure and good. Somebody who's not going to be like, wow, what was done to Aaron? And somebody what was done to Walt Disney. And I won't have that. I'm not going to be that dumb. Apollo 13 is not for sale. But if you want to help get the cartoon out there, fine. I'll give it. Help you'll be partners as far as getting it out there, but there's no ownership. I'm the owner. I would not sell the ownership over to anybody. And I will not merge with another company either. And I don't have a company, but that's the price I have to pay for somebody to give me money to get it started. It's not worth it because they could walk all over you afterwards. They're making all the money and then you're stuck with nothing. And they take your cartoon from you and you got no right to it anymore. I can't do that. No way. I'm like Aaron. Yeah, you can't have my characters. It stays with me. Same thing as Aaron did. He got hurt a lot of times for Aaron. So, and Walt Disney got hurt too. So, it happens. People are out there to take people's other ideas, You got to be careful in the world today. It's always a competition out there. And since I was 11 years old, I made this cartoon. And this cartoon is part of me. And it's been 50 years, so I can't give up 50 years of my life to anybody, just any old body. The only person other than me that it belongs to is the Lord Jesus, who created me to make it. Well, apart from him, I could do nothing. Well, I have to say sign off right now because it's kind of late. And I got to go to bed. I'm sure if you want to go to bed too. And nice chat with you tonight. I had a good time. I love talking to all of you. It's just a little time I wanted to say hi. I didn't forget coming out live online. Just that it takes time to make a movie. And I was working on this. I couldn't do live streams at the same time as I was working on this, It takes time to make a movie. And I had to get this done. And I wanted to get done, and I got done. It came out beautiful. There were more to come. This is a full year of Jubilee of the Big Stuff. It keeps on going on, or just continue. It's a new thing. Make an old thing a new thing. Behold, old things pass away. Behold, old things become new. That's what love says. Make it a new thing. Have an old thing. and giving it new life. Well, everybody, I love all of you, my great friends, everybody who likes all my stuff. I appreciate your kindness and you sticking around with me and sharing your time with me. It's been an honor. I love being able to share my joy with you to make you guys happy during this sad time in the world that's going on. It's a way to get your mind off of those things and put them on something joyful. Because, laughter is good medicine, and that's what you need is laughter. And that's what Big Stuff and Embryo do. And Jim and Hayes, we are here to give you laughter. And Eclipsio and Spotty the Fish, which you get to know, and Super Frog, and all my wonderful little friends. And then we got Sam and Jubilee Sally, Yes, he will be. That's so many cartoons. I got so many cartoons. You're going to get to see more and more of them as we go along. As long I can get them all animated, get them going. Yep, we're having fun. It's fun to relive things I've done when I was a kid. And it's amazing how it all worked out too, and how the Lord made it all possible. And I give him all the praise because it's him that's giving me the gift to do this stuff. It's how I'm able to do all these kinds of things. He's gifted me. And here's my gift that I give out to you. I pay it forward in this time to give you guys joy. And if these videos are making you happy, I'm glad. It makes me happy that I make you happy. Because that's what it's all about, is to make people happy. Yes, we need to be happy. And that's what it does, makes me happy. Oh, I don't know if you saw my new picture on Swigert, the big stuff. That's since I got this picture, I've been so happy. This thing makes me laugh. Look at that face. I look at him and I laugh. He's so happy. Look at him. Look at him. I tell you, it makes me laugh. That's how you get through this pandemic. Get the things that make you funny, make you laugh. Give God the praise and give Him the glory, and you'll get by. Laughter working good like a medicine to keep you healthy and happy. And I sure all my friends stay good and happy and stay healthy. Until next time that we meet, this is R G Jubilee and Mr. Big Stuff and Jim Lobo and Fred Hayes. So Jack Swagger, which is Mr. Big Stuff, the big boys, and I signing off into the next journey. Go see my Unseen World movie. You're going to love it. Spotty the Fish in the Unseen World, Apollo 13 cartoon, and Apollo 13 the musical if you didn't see it. And all the other new cartoons, and all my other cartoons. I got many things out there. I got tons of videos I put up on all those animatronic characters that you all like. Look at them all. Enjoy them. Have fun. Check out the one of how to build your own animatronic. Check out all the parts. I explained to you how to make one of those chunky cheese dolls. And you can make it yourself. If you don't know how to sculpture the face, I'll show you how to do it. It's easy. You get a little clay and you sculpture it. You make a plaster mold, and then you just pour your latex rubber, and then you pulls out a copy of the face. And you got a rubber mask. But the sculpturing is easy. What I did is I used the soda bottle for the size of the head. It's going to be the part that's going to go inside. And I just put the clay over the soda bottle and rounded it out. Made it like a half circle. And then I just built a nose on it and built it up, added the cheeks, and just kept building it out and kept adding the clay and taking it away. I used sculpturing tools and my fingers until I got the face to look the way I wanted it. When it looked perfect, I made a mold. And that's how I made it. And every animatronic that you make it with the mouth open. You have to have the mouth open. So when it's all close. Don't forget the tea. Well, this is R G Jubilee saying, Roger it out. Have a blessed evening. And to the next live stream, keep on keeping on. And blast off to new horizons. Bye. Have a good night.